A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 16, verses 1 to 9. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. Jesus said to his disciples, "There was once a rich man who had a manager. He got reports that the manager had been taking advantage of his position by running up huge personal expenses. So he called him in and said, 'What's this I heard about you? You are fired, and I want a complete audit of your books.' The manager said to himself, 'What am I going to do? I have lost my job as manager. I am not strong enough for a laboring job, and I'm too proud to beg. I've got a plan. Here is what I will do. Then when I'm turned out into the street, people will take me into their houses.' Then he went at it, one after another. He called in the people who were in debt to his master. He said to the first, 'How much do you owe my master?' He replied, 100 jugs of olive oil.' The manager said, 'Here, take your bill. Sit down here, quick now. Write 50. To the next he said, 'And you, what do you owe?' He answered, 100 sacks of wheat.' He said, 'Take your bill. Write in 80. Now, here is a surprise. The master praised the crooked manager. And why? Because he knew how to look after himself. Streetwise people are smarter in this regard than law-abiding citizens. They are on constant alert, looking for angles, surviving by their wits. I want you to be smart in the same way, but for what is right, using every adversity to stimulate you in creative survival, to concentrate your attention on the bare essentials, so you will live, really live, and not complacently just get by on good behavior." The Gospel of the Lord.
Priorities in life are born with consequences. All of us, at least once in our lives, have heard the experience of doing things that are now irreversible. How should one live in the face of something that cannot be changed? A life without a vision will go without direction and will land up in eventual destruction. Vision in life is a dream of God for all. Identification and attention on your vision decides the way you relate with time, space, opportunities, and people around you. Vision is realized by a careful execution of choices in life. Fortune or misfortune is revealed by the consequence of a choice once made. When you lift one side of the pole, the other side is lifted along. No matter what, consequences needs acceptance, while choice can be altered. At the bottom line, we are what our choices are, and choices show our priorities in life. An opportunist will use everything and everyone in life to reach one's end, whereas a visionary will dedicate one's life to impact and empower the lives around. Jack Cornfield says, "Many people don't plan their lives as much as they plan their vacations." Today's gospel presents us a steward who made his choices with foresightedness. In time of crisis of preference, the steward prioritized a relationship to possession. The existence of relationship can bring in establishment of possession and vice versa too. But the former is lasting while the latter is passing. It is an invitation to know how to transform good riches into relationship, because people are worth more than things and count more than the wealth possessed, says Pope Francis. In fact, failure to realize the fact that every human being is precious is the cause of all social ills. St. Paul, in today's first reading, asserts the impact of a right choice he made in preaching the gospel of God to everyone, which has a ripple effect in the surrounding. He feels gratified of fulfilling the vision of God. All my actions do carry with them their own consequences. One can only control the action that are left in his hand, and the consequence is byproduct of the action, which is out of control. So, have I grown aware of the impending consequence of my today's choices and priorities? Am I progressively becoming a person fulfilling God's vision in a given context?